All right, let's do this. All right, no one's joined. Here, I'm gonna announce that I am live. All right, so I'm just starting this 2 minutes early to let people join, and I'll start answering questions in about 3 minutes, roughly. Oh, geez, you guys are showing up pretty quickly. That's good. Good afternoon. Hello. Yeah, well, it's not afternoon just yet over here, but yes, good afternoon. Hello. What's up, Jacob? What's up, Adam Siren Adventures? Hello, NTX. Oh, geez. Okay, you guys are joining at a much faster rate than my previous live streams. That's pretty cool. Mental. Oh my God, the cookie joke. Yes. Oh man, for those of you who don't understand that the cookie joke, it's an inside joke from my Instagram story. So I thought I missed it. No, you're actually right on time. I'm gonna start answering questions in 2 minutes now. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Live. All right, we got. Yeah, the Detroit. Yeah, you live in Eastern Standard Time. What is that? Yeah, then you're in a different time. I think it's later than the time zone I'm in. I'm not sure. I'll have a quick look. All right, it's noon. I'll start answering questions shortly. All right, so for those of you that are watching right now, here's how things are going to work. I'm going to do this like all of my other live streams. First, I'm going to answer the questions that people asked me on Discord, then Instagram, then YouTube comments, and then I'll finally get to any questions you guys have here in the live chat. So, yeah, I'll try and answer as many questions as possible, and if I missed one, then make sure you point it out. I'll try and read as many. What is it? As many of your chat messages as I can. So, yep. I didn't even make the thing I wanted to make. Oh, you wanted to make something for? Don't worry about it, man. I mean, as long as I know you guys just watch the videos and just enjoy my content, that's good enough for me. So, thank you. All right, it's 12:01. I'm gonna start answering questions. So, yeah, 9 people are in. Pretty good. Happy birthday. It's not my birthday, but okay. Man. All right, let's do this. So, Turbo Steve from Discord asks, are you planning to get more heavy aircraft for your airport, like the 777, 787, A350, etc.? All right, good question. The answer is no to that. The reason being is because my airport, I haven't planned this out yet, but I already have enough airplanes to the point where if I were to park every one of them at an individual parking spot, all of the parking spaces would be filled. And I don't really have enough parking spaces for more wide-body aircraft like that, so probably not. I already have a 787-10 from United Airlines. I might get another 787 sooner or later. I'm not sure, though. So, yeah. Rilo from Discord asks, what are your next plans for Roblox, as in new mounts, sirens, games, etc.? Well, I just plan to keep on playing. Don't plan on making new games. Let's see. Yeah, just making sirens, working on airplanes, doing what I usually do. Nothing that comes to mind right now. NTX Siren Vaders asks, what is your favorite airline? Not sure. I'd have to say United. The reason being is because they have such an extensive fleet, really cool paint job, and from what I've heard, decent customer service in recent times. But like in the past, they haven't had the best reputation. So, yeah, I'm not sure. But in terms of just overall as an airline, I'd probably have to go with United. And plus, they're based here in Chicago, so I guess I kind of have that bias, if you will. Turbo Steve asks, are you going to add ground support trucks for your airport? Yes, I do intend on adding ground service equipment. I'm probably going to buy some 3D printed stuff from Shapeways. So, yeah, once I finish buying airplanes, then I'm just going to start getting sets of ground service equipment and whatnot. So, Glistening Diamond asks if you were to unreplace any old siren in Illinois Illinois. Oh my God, I can't even say my home state correctly. Jeez. If you were to unreplace any old siren in Illinois and record it, what would it be? That's a really good question. Shoot. I'd probably say any of the Thunderbolts in Chicago that were part of the civil defense system. I've always wanted to like be curious. I've always wanted to see what those sounded like, and actually another question has to do with one of the Chicago sirens that are still up. So I'll answer that later. Oh my God, I completely forgot about that one. Yes, the field building Super Cyrex. I'd also want to see that. Sirens of Illinois asks, do you prefer driving or flying? Flying 100%. Honestly, even though I'm just a passenger most of the time, well, all of the time, I want to become a pilot, but don't think that's the best career choice nowadays. But yeah, flying probably. It's really fun. You get to places a lot quicker. You get to be locked in a tube about 34,000 feet above the rest of society. And it's quite cool, just the overall experience. As long as customer service is good and your plane takes off and lands in one piece and everyone survives, then that's good. Let's see. Turbo Steve asks, any thoughts on my server, Ray? Yes, he is asking about his airplane server on Discord. Honestly, it's a pretty cool server. Let's see. I'm not sure there's too many members there, which honestly deserves a lot more people in there. I'll put an invite in the description of this later. It's a cool server. It appeals to a lot of the aviation enthusiasts, and yeah, I see it having a lot of potential. So it still needs to grow. All right, so that's it for the Discord questions, I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Oh, and Creeper Gamer 2001 just messaged me, happy 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. All right, now for the Instagram questions. Let's see. All right, Riley Amtrak Alert asks, what is one of the best sirens you've ever tested? I'm going to assume this is asking what's one of the best siren tests I've been to. That's a good question. I've been to a lot, and I've had a lot of failures, a lot of good things, a lot of unexpected stuff. I'm still going to have to say the Thunderbolt 1000 in Evanston at Fire Station 2. I took that in August of 2019, August 6th, 2019. I still remember the date when I met up with my friend Milo, Connor, and Riley. I met up with all three of those guys. And even though it was a 1 minute test, it was still pretty cool that was a loud sucker. I remember that. Yeah, it was a really loud one. And I also got to hear my favorite 1000 tee off in the distance, so that was really cool. Alrighty then. Phoenix68210 asks, cookie? No. I don't want a cookie right now. Andre_Tal1 asks, will you ever give away some model? Probably not, due to how expensive they are. Well, depends on what you're asking, actually. Give away some model? Probably not. Well, maybe sooner or later. I'm not sure. The answer is a maybe. I'll just say that because I'm very indecisive about that. Some random Penzi asks, are you going to attempt the possessed Pulaski Drive Bolt? All right, for a context, a lot of you probably don't know what that is. So there is a siren, a Thunderbolt 1000 in Chicago that rotates quite frequently. And I went to go see it just to take some pictures. I'd say, last weekend it was, when I went to go get some new model airplanes. And from when it was last photographed, it had rotated again. So either it's got a broken clutch and it's rotating in the wind, which is honestly kind of unlikely because none of the other Chicago Thunderbolts do that. So yeah, I'm going to do it. Next time I get enough time to drive out there with my dad or my mom or whichever one. I have my driving permit, by the way, so I can drive myself places now. Next time I get the chance and on the first Tuesday, I'm going to try and film it. And if it goes off, then great. That'd be awesome. Um, all right. That's it for the Instagram questions. Let's get to the YouTube questions. I know there wasn't that many questions. It's because I posted a lot of the announcements on short notice. So, yeah, I didn't get many people trying to ask stuff. So, let's see. All right, give me a quick second right now. T-Bolt Siren Lover 1003 asks, will you still make HO scale model sirens? Yes, 100% yes. I know I've been stalling on that quite a lot, but that's due to my model airplane collection. I've been going crazy with the model airplanes, but next time I get some more income, then I'll probably buy some HO scale Thunderbolts. And yes, I'll make that Thunderbolt 1003 in HO scale that I've been procrastinating about. So, yeah, just wanted to answer that. All right, Thunderbolt Siren asks for the Q&A, what made you get interested into sirens? Back when I was a kid, about 3 or 4 years old, my parents would always take me to this park in Romeoville, Illinois, and it was, let's see, that park was located directly across the street from a yellow 2001 SRN siren, and I was always curious as to what it was, because it was just a yellow device on a pole, and I never knew what it was for until I asked my dad, and he told me it was a tornado siren, and things went kind of crazy from there, and I've been interested in those things ever since, so that's quite cool. All right, so yeah, that's it for the YouTube questions. I know this is definitely a little shorter than my other live streams. I usually don't get done with the pre-asked questions before, but now I'm ready to start answering your questions. So I'll start answering from the top of the chat, and I'll make my way going down. So let's do this. EAS Iron Vids asks, what airbrush do you recommend? Honestly, I don't think I'm the best person to ask for airbrush information, but for your first airbrush, I definitely go with a master airbrush, gravity fed. It's fairly simple to use, easy to take apart and maintain. Just don't be an idiot like I was and get a lot of paint jammed in it. Make sure you use the right paints and the correct thinners and cleaners compatible with it, because I didn't do that the first time around, and the results ended up going pretty disastrous. I don't want to talk about it too much. It wasn't very good. Let's see. Adam Siren Adventures asks, are you going to get a JetBlue? That he's asking if I'm going to get a model airplane from JetBlue Airways or Airlines. I'm not sure what we'll just call it JetBlue just to save some time. Yes, I definitely want to get a JetBlue sooner or later. That's what I'm shooting for right now. For those of you who are curious, those of you airplane fans, I'm shooting for narrow body JetBlue and Alaska Airlines planes, as well as a few Spirit ones. That's what I'm focusing on collecting right now before I stop buying airplanes and start buying ground service equipment. All right. Jacob MK asks, so it's haunted. Essentially, yes. This is back for. He's basically asking about the siren I was referring to earlier in Chicago that rotates every once in a while. Yes, it's basically haunted because it's not supposed to be going off. That the system that old siren was on, it was shut off in 1988, and yeah, unless someone's running it and fooling around with it, it shouldn't be moving or anything. So it's quite interesting. Oh god. Digital Sirens 0774 asks, when the very desired Smart Sirens version 2.5 Thunderbolts come out, what are you going to do with them? Probably mount them on. I'm probably just going to mount them, explore, see what they have, what the deal is with them, and yeah, not sure to be honest. But those aren't coming out for a while, so those aren't really of any concern. Jacob MK asks, what is your sub goal or channel goal, long-term goal or short-term? All right, I've got All right, for short term, I just want to like keep the subscriber count I have, upload more content regarding sirens and stuff because I haven't uploaded much regarding that in a while. So yeah, sub count, I probably want to beat 2,000 subscribers by sometime in 2022. Maybe, I'm not sure to be honest, but yeah, just want to. For long term goals, I'm not sure because I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to keep the channel running for much longer. So, but yeah, if I do end up being able to run the channel for longer than what is it? Longer than I expect to do so, then I definitely want to reach anywhere above 2,000 subscribers. So, yeah, that'd be pretty nice. Creeper Gamer asks, "What was your hobby before your current hobby?" Commercial airliners, commercial aviation. Before I got into sirens and stuff, it was commercial aviation. I loved passenger airliners. I love seeing them take off from O'Hare, and every time we drove to Chicago, I'd always love to see the Southwest Airlines planes approaching it, landing into Midway, or rocketing out of Midway because Southwest has a hub there, so I'd always like to see those. But now I kind of have a mix of the two, so I have a balance of sirens and airplanes, so it's quite nice. Bloxer asks, "Do you do game?" Oh wait, no, that's a joke. Yes, I do gaming. I play Roblox and World of Tanks. World of Tanks Blitz. Adam Siren Adventures asks, "Do you go to the airport?" Not frequently, but every once in a while I do go to my local airports to do some plane spotting. I went to O'Hare twice, I believe it was, in the summer. And yeah, I want to go to Midway sooner or later just to see some of the airplanes taking off and landing sooner or later. Gogo Mika Life Safety asks, "Do you prefer the old or new Southwest livery?" Oh, that's a good question. There's a lot of controversy regarding the Southwest Airlines paint job. For those of you who don't know, I actually have a few Southwest Airlines planes. All right, so this is one of them. I'm very lucky to have this. This is a Gemini 200 Southwest Airlines 737-800. This is their current paint scheme, the new paint scheme. Honestly, I like this one the best. It looks pretty cool. Like, it's got a really cool balance of blue, and just the tail looks really cool. The old paint job is one that 99% of you probably have seen, and you guys are familiar with. It's like almost a very light purplish blue, and just it's got a red belly, and yeah, you guys have probably seen it before in commercials and stuff. But yeah, this is their new paint job, and I honestly like this one a little better. Adam Siren Adventures asks, "Do you still make siren videos?" Yes, of course. Well, not recently. I haven't made any siren videos, but yes, I do intend to make more siren videos on this channel as well as on my other channel. So, yeah. Jacob MK asks, "Would you ever think about looking for old plane wrecks in Europe or going to spot European sirens?" I have never thought of that until now. That's actually a very good thing because in Europe they do have some pretty cool sirens, some old, very old ones, even older than the ones here in the U.S. But yeah, I'd be interested in doing that. Tornadoes Warning Lover 9000 asks, "Can you make a HO scale 3T22?" Probably not. Well, I can buy a kit, but honestly, it's just the guy who makes these things, he raised their prices. So, yeah, it's not within my financial budget to buy one right now, but maybe eventually I will one day. NTX Siren Invaders asks, oh wait, no, never mind, he retracted the message. Train Traveler asks, "Will you make a Thunderbolt 1003? Yes, in HO scale. Actually, the next time I get enough money to buy a model, that's what I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy a mini Thunderbolt and make a 1003 out of that, as well as make a tutorial so you guys know how to do that as well, because I know that's that's in pretty high demand. Rilo the Great EST asks, "When will the Spirit Stingray Gaming return?" Oh, man. When my screen recorder works. Ever since I've swapped out my PC. I can't get my screen recorder to work, and I can't do videos on my Roblox content. So whenever I find some time to get it to work, and it works to to the point where it works decently, so you guys don't have to get like choppy 1 FPS videos, then yes, I'll bring that back as soon as possible. All right. NCX Siren Vaders asks, when will we find an invite to your Discord server? They're in most of my videos. They're in the descriptions of most of my videos. Some of them do, some of them don't have them, so yeah. All right, here, wait, let me make sure that's... Yeah, that looks like the last bit of the questions, so if you guys have any more questions, feel free to start asking them now. I'll answer them to the best of my ability, but yeah, once you guys are done with the questions, then I'll just stop the live stream. Train Traveler asks, just wondering, do you still like to make conduits in Roblox? I spend my free time making siren mounts in Roblox. Yes, with all of the certainty in the world, yes, I love making siren setups in Roblox. I still do that quite often. Excuse me, I ran out of breath there. Purple Violet asks, will you ever make it a Thunderbeam RSH10 scale model? Okay, that's actually a really good question. I've never thought of doing that until now. The answer isn't no, but not as... I don't think I'm going to make one anytime soon. So, yeah, but I will. I may eventually make one, so it's kind of uncertain, so I'll just go with maybe. Tornado Warning Lover 9000 asks, do you have any animals? Yes, I have a pet dog. Yeah, her name is Missy. She's a Maltese toy. Right now, she's sleeping in some other room. She's just relaxing. Creeper Gamer asks, have you updated Monroe yet? That's my game in Roblox, Monroe County. Yes, I do. I have updated it quite frequently, and there's a new update coming later today, so yeah, it has to do with the internal rotator details of the Thunderbolts, so just try and join the game later today, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, Ryle the Great asks, I assume Discord questions were already answered. Yes, I answered those at the start of the live stream. Tornado Warning Lover 9000 asks, will you ever make a modulator in HO scale? Oof. Probably not. It's going to be really difficult to pull that off, and if I do find the correct spare plastic parts, because I can't make the cells with paper, it's just too difficult. But yeah, I will. If I do get the correct plastic parts, then yes, I'll most certainly make one. LTN_aviation asks, what scale models do you collect, and do you do airport updates? I collect scale model buildings, military vehicles from World War II, air raid sirens, and of course, airplanes. I have a few 1 to 200 and 1 to 400 scale airplanes. So, yeah, that's what I collect. And the second part of the question: do I do airport updates? No, not frequently. I have been considering making a few of those recently, but kind of see it as somewhat pointless. But eventually, I will intend on making some airport updates here and there. Train Traveler asks, why did you delete your mounting pack on Roblox? I used it for my Thunderbolt blower pipes. I make my own poles now with my own conduits now. The reason I deleted that was because it was severely outdated. I've wanted to update that one recently, but I'm not sure how to update it, so yeah. Not sure what I plan to do with that. Digital Sirens 0774 question, how are you so comfortable with everyone knowing what your face looks like? Okay, that's honestly an awkward question. Honestly, I'm fine with it, because what are the chances I meet one of my fans in real life? And honestly, yeah, I don't think anyone's going to be recognizing me anytime soon in public, so honestly, I don't think it's an issue, and I guess it's cool to see the person who's talking to you about the models and stuff, who's making the videos and whatnot. So, yeah, honestly, I'm fine with it. Tornado Warning Lover 9000 asks, do you still make Legos? Unfortunately, no. Chances are, if certain events in my personal life had gone differently, I would still be making Legos, but now I don't make Legos anymore, so yeah. Well, sometimes I use them for spare parts. Like in my airport, I did use the Legos to build the terminal buildings, but do I still build them regularly? No, I don't. So LTN underscore aviation asks, which are your top favorite aircraft? Mine are the A380, 747, and A350. That's a tough question. The first one I'd probably have to give to the 767-300ER. The second one, the Airbus A320, current engine options, sharklets or blended wingtips. I honestly don't mind. It still looks pretty cool. And the third one is the 787-10. All right. Well, oh geez, we're already 25 minutes into the live stream. That went a lot quicker than I thought it would. Yeah. All right. So once again, I think that's all of the questions you guys have. If you have any more questions, then feel free to start asking those. Just keep them family friendly and whatnot. And yeah, just once we're finished up with the questions, I'll shut off the live stream and that'll be it. So yeah. Oh, hello, Riley Amtrak Alert. You're a little late. I already answered a lot of your questions. All right, what's up? All right. So get your last questions in. I'll probably end the live stream in about a minute. So, okay, no, we got more questions. Riley Amtrak Alert asks, what is your favorite place to go siren test? Probably in the Plainfield area because their system actually goes off every time when they need to go off. Seriously. They've had probably the most consistent testing schedule, and it's around my area. So, yeah, probably Plainfield and Naperville. And Joliet, they have a pretty good and consistent system when it comes to siren testing. Gabe's Electronics, I got a question. That's okay. Yeah, go for it. Ask your question. Don't worry about it. I'll answer Go Mika's right now. Do you plan on bringing back the Bumble Bolt in Monroe County? Probably not. I don't have any real reason to add any more inactive sirens because I've already got a handful of those, and honestly, I don't think it's really necessary to add one. So that's a no. Gabe's Electronics asks, when did the Thunderbolt A series come out? 1952. They started with the early series A1, and the A series Thunderbolt wasn't discontinued until the late 1970s or 1980. And the A series was replaced with the B series, which only ran for about a year in production. And then in 1981, I believe it was, the A series was reintroduced. And then finally in 1982 or 83, the C series replaced the A series. LTN underscore aviation asks, what is your favorite local airport? Probably, that's a tough question. I'd probably say, I already forgot what airport it was called, but the airport by Lewis University in, Romeoville, Illinois. I like that one. It's a small airport, and they also have a 737-200 there. I actually got to go inside of it once. It's no longer airworthy, but it's still pretty cool to tour, so it's nice. Riley Amtrak Alert asks, when was the first diphone horn made? I am not sure, but it was a while ago. That's all I know. It was a long time ago. I'd say, maybe the 30s and 40s. That's a rough estimate. Don't take that with a grain of salt because I have no idea, to be honest. All right, well, I'm going to assume that's all the questions you have. So once the timer hits 30 minutes, if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to cut out the live stream because, yeah, I think I've answered all of your questions. In the meantime, I just want to say thank you all for joining, and thank you all for 1,000 subscribers. Honestly, I never expected the channel to get to 1,000, but here I am. It's quite cool, and I'm glad I've been able to provide information and reviews and tutorials about scale models ever since 2014. So that's cool. Thunderbolt Siren asks, where are the Whelans in Evanston? There are no Whelans in Evanston. The closest system of Whelan sirens is, if I'm not wrong, Morton Grove. Yeah, I think somewhere in Morton Grove in Illinois. If you're curious, Evanston has a system of 2001 130s. They've got 6. One is located on the roof of Fire Station 2. The second one is on a pole next to Fire Station 4. The third one is at the baseball fields behind the high school in Evanston. The fourth one is on the roof of the police station. The fifth one is behind Fire Station 3, and the last one is behind Fire Station 5. So that's the sirens in Evanston. As well as, oh my god, I'm so dumb. I completely forgot about Northwestern University. Yes, there is Whelans in Evanston. There are 4 Whelans, 3 of which are on the campus of Northwest University, and one is by the stadium, the sports area of Northwest University. That's right by Evanston Fire Station 3. So, yeah. Gogo Mika Life Safety asks, does the yellow 2001 still exist in Monroe? Yes, it does. It was remounted on a pole in the small town that's across the lake from the spawn. Gabe's Electronics asks, do you want my custom high-pitched Thunderbolt in Roblox? Sure, yeah, I'd like to have a look at it. Maybe I'll use it sometime in Monroe or something like that. Train Traveler says, I made a custom solenoid wired Thunderbolt in Roblox. Laugh out loud. That's pretty cool. Riley Abstract Alert asks, did you hear there is a Red 2001? Yes, I actually saw it was installed somewhere in, Wisconsin or Minnesota, somewhere up there. And that's pretty cool. I've never seen a 2001 that's been painted red. So, yeah. For those of you who are curious, yes, it was refurbished. I do remember it being refurbished. I don't think it was an original paint job. It was on a water tower, right? I think it was on some sort of like industrial thing. I don't think it was a water tower though. Might have been. I'll have to look into that later. All right, I guess that's it. Cumberland, yes, Cumberland, Wisconsin. That's where that Red 2001 is. Thank you for the reminder. I'll actually look that up right now. I'll stop asking. No. Keep asking if you want to. Don't worry. I still have a decent amount of time. I think the 1003 Glenview or Niles sounds like an Evanston Thunderbolt. Some way it does. I'm not sure exactly. I don't exactly. Oh, okay. So here's the Red 2001. Yeah, it's mounted on some sort of like, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, it's mounted on some sort of like industrial building. Yeah. Riley Amtrak Alert asks, did you know that one of Toluca's Thunderbolt's RCM boxes is closed, the screwdriver painted yellow? Not sure what you're quite saying there, but yeah, the Thunderbolts in Toluca, I think that's how you say it, here in Illinois, those are an interesting system, I guess. I'm not sure. Yep. Purple Violet asks, do you ever plan on making a Whelan 4004 scale model? Probably not, due to how difficult it is, and it's hard to like make the parts for it. So if I ever do, then I guess I'm going right now. So, yep. All right, Thunderbolt Siren asks, what about the green 2001? That's somewhere in Michigan. I heard it's a really cool story how and why it's painted green. That's because someone in the Girl Scout troop in the area found out that their area didn't have a tornado siren, and she ended up raising a lot of money for it and bought it from Federal Signal, and they had it specially painted green. So that was quite cool. Avery Gustafsson, I'm not sure how you say how you say the last name right there. Tips on painting those tiny Thunderbolt models. You're going to need precision paintbrushes and a lot of patience. It's very hard, but once you do it for a while, it becomes somewhat easy or to a decent level of difficulty. It's nothing impossible. I recommend using acrylic paint, I guess, watered down acrylic paint to make things easier on the brush so you get as many details as possible. So, yeah. Get cookies now, thank you. No. Yeah, because I can definitely run to the store and buy some cookies right now. I would, but no, I don't think I'm really allowed to anyway. Wow, we're already 35 minutes into the live stream. Holy cow, this is probably one of the longer live streams on this channel. Oh my god, you're talking about the siren. Yes, the siren I was talking, the green 2001. Yes, it was, since it was funded by the Girl Scouts and they're known for their cookies and whatnot. Get the cookies now. I had sandwich, cookies, and milk earlier today. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, the Model Web actually released an SD10. Yes, there is a HO scale SD10 out for sale for those of you that don't know, by Ralph Clifton Models. So if you want to go check that out, go for it. It's kind of expensive, but yeah, I might buy one sooner or later. I'm not sure though. All right, so this is probably like the 5th time I say this in the live stream. If you have any more questions, then feel free to ask them. But once the live stream hits 40 minutes, I'm for sure going to cut it out because I don't want to be on here for 40 minutes either. So yeah, ask your questions, and I'll just stay waiting here if you have any more. But once we hit 40 minutes, I'm just going to end the live stream. So, yep. Thunderbolt Siren asks, what if Evanston decided to refurbish their Thunderbolts instead of replacing them? Would you help in refurbishing them? I don't. All right, but here's the thing. Evanston already refurbished their Thunderbolts once in the 1980s. Braniff Communications refurbished all 6 of them at one point. During the renovations of the fire stations and the police stations, they were all refurbished. And I don't think they'd want to refurbish them again because there was already a lot of problems with them. But if they were to refurbish them, then yes, I'd probably help them out in any way I could. I have no more questions at this time. Games Electronic asks, if I go to a Siren Graveyard in August, should I get a Thunderbolt or SD10? I'm not sure. Depends on how many parts of the Thunderbolt you're going to get. Because if you get a whole unit, that's going to be insanely crazy to deal with. Honestly, that's completely your... excuse me. I was trying to yawn while talking. Honestly, that's completely your discretion. If you just get what you have space for and make sure you can take good care of it and, like, yeah, don't mistreat it. Make sure you know what you're doing. Don't break it, and then you should be fine. Gogo Mika Life Safety. It would be awesome if they started producing Thunderbolts again in some way. It would be cool, but I don't think Federal wants to do that anymore because, yeah, it's just too complex in design, and there's already sirens out there that do the job more efficiently that Federal offers. I'll just put it that way. That would be the 2001, the 508. Yeah, those two do the job a lot better and a lot cheaper than a Thunderbolt would do it. So I don't think Federal would really reintroduce the Thunderbolt. I'm not sure what that's supposed to say. You know what was the first Thunderbolt that Federal Enterprises made? The first Thunderbolt Federal Enterprises made, that was sometime in 1951, I believe. They're just too complex to be introduced. Yep. Unfortunately, they are, but it is what it is. When it comes to like finances and stuff, if it's too expensive, then it's too expensive, and it's just not a good idea to keep in production. Okay, if they're for sale, if there's any, I'll get it. Well, yeah, go for it. Best of luck with it. I'm just going to warn you, those things are giant. Seriously, SD10s and Thunderbolts. I have a friend who owns a Thunderbolt, and I've gotten to set it off a few times here and there, and it's really large in size. I'll just say that. All right, looks like we're at the 40-minute mark, so this is where I cut out the live stream. Once again, thank you so much for all of you guys joining us. Oh, wait, no, we have one more question. Yes, I'll get to that. Thunderbolt Siren asks, what was the first Thunderbolt in Evanston? Not entirely sure, but I think it was the Thunderbolt installed at the police station. That's probably the first one that was installed in Evanston. Warning device of Roblox and more asks, do you know how loud MS-190s are? I have no idea. All I know is that they're pretty punchy, but they're also quite small, so they're not too loud either. All right, so yeah, thank you so much for joining me in the live stream. Thanks for 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, that's basically it. I'll try and post some more content related to Sirens soon, as well as keep a steady stream of airplane content. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And how do I end this?